Good morning, everybody. I was going to show you that I'm going to be making some homemade vegetable soup today. I used tomato sauce, whole tomatoes. I've got some corn, some peas, carrots, potatoes in a can, green beans. You can use real, whole potatoes out, but I'm going to use the canned ones today. I'll be putting some onion in it. And I always put garlic salt. I love garlic powder. I love garlic powder and everything. I'll be putting some hamburger in it. But I'll open all this up, get it in my crock pot, fry up my hamburger meat, and I'll show you what it looks like as I go along. Yeah, I really like soup, and it's getting fall weather, so it's this time of the year. I'll be back. Okay, I've got my hamburger going, and I really like to put my onions in on my hamburger when it's frying. I had to turn it down a little bit. I had it on too high, but I just put a whole bunch of onions in it, because I like the onions to season my meat. Alright. So, got that turned down now. I'll have to start scrambling it. But I meant to tell you that I did that. So I got almost all my vegetables in here. Still going to put my tomato sauce. Also meant to tell you that I drained all my vegetables. I did not drain the juice, of course, off the whole tomatoes. And then I'll have the tomato sauce. But then I'll stir this up, and I'll put my onion powder. Sorry, not onion powder, garlic powder into the crock pot. Okay, I'm gonna get this together. I'll be back. And I measure with my heart. I just put sprinkled garlic powder in there. So I'm gonna stir this up, and got my crock pot on. Get my hamburger done. Put my hamburger in there. Do have soup later. Usually I'll make a pan of cornbread to go with this. I probably will do that today, and I'll show you later on how I make my cornbread. Okay, my hamburger got done. Got it scrambled up, and I got it in my crock pot. I added just a little bit of water, about a cup of water in this, because your hamburger, I always need to add a cup of water. I forgot to say that a while ago, because when you put your hamburger in, it kind of soaks up some of the juice, and you don't want your soup to be dry. So just mix that up. I'll mix this up better when I quit recording, and then let it cook for a while, and I'll show you later how I make my cornbread. But this is going to be really good soup. I like it with a lot of hamburger in it. Alright, I will be back. Alright, I'm back. My soup is cooked. It's cooking in the crock pot. It's ready. I'm going to get ready to cook my cornbread. I use an iron skillet, just make a small one. I went ahead and sprayed it down. And get my cornmeal. Look at my mushroom canister. This was my mom's. She's had them since like 1970 something. I love them. I got the other ones too. But anyway, I don't know exactly how much cornbread I use for that cornmeal. I just put some in my bowl. I like to make sure my cornbread's kind of deep. So that's a 1/3 cup. It's my scoop I use. So I'm probably going to use 4 of them. I think that's what I put in there. And I kind of overdid it a little bit. So yeah, that's about what I'll use for make my little thing of cornbread. And what I'll put in here, I always put 1 egg. I'll put a little bit of milk, and I'll put 1 tablespoon big spoon of mayonnaise in mine. I just do it that way. So, and I put I don't put oil in it. Some people do, but I don't, since I put the mayonnaise in it. I just find that it's better without the oil. So I'll put a little bit of milk, a little bit of water, and a little bit of mayonnaise, and I'll get that stirred up, and I'll put it in my pan. and I'll cook it at 400, and I'll show you what it looks like when it gets done. I'll be back. Alright, I got my cornmeal mix in the pan, in there, and see how it made. I like to leave just a little bit, and that'll make it where it'll rise. I cook it till it's golden brown, and I cook it on 400 where it's golden brown, and you can see it all the way around the rim and on the top, and I'll show you what it looks like when it's done. I got my bowl out and got me some soup in it. Look at that soup. It looks so good, doesn't it? The cornbread's still cooking, which I'll eat that. Sometimes I usually eat it together, but today I'll probably just eat it with some butter. But I'm going to let my soup cool off. But that's my soup, and it's done. Alright, cornbread's done. See how it got brown? It kind of lumped up here. I don't know. I must have had too much mix on that side. I don't know. I just threw it in the oven. But it's still going to be good anyway. Alright, so that's my cornbread and my soup. I hope you enjoy. Have a great day. If you try this, let me know.